13 skills Prince William mastered to prepare for the throne. Being king might be every man's dream, but there's far more to it than having the right lineage. Prince William has been trained for his ultimate role since he was a baby on his mother's lap, but the skills he has inculcated in himself have set him on an unprecedented path of success as a modern king. Number 1. Getting the right education. His early education reflected the needs of the heir apparent to the British throne of the 21st century. He began his journey at Wetherby School and attended Ludgrove School for 5 years before joining Eton College, the traditionally preferred destination of the cream of British society. Though he chose St. Andrews over Oxford or Cambridge for his higher studies, which was a bold move and in line with his indomitable personality. His education was unique in the sense that he went to public schools, which greatly helped him stand out from the rest of the royals before him and earn the acceptance of the public. While he was trained in the art of informally associating with the British public by his mother, his formal training was taken over by the ultimate royal authority, the late Queen Elizabeth II. Number 2. Learning royal duties. There was a special closeness between the late Queen Elizabeth II and Prince William. He started learning very young under her gentle guidance, which evolved into formal lessons when he became a teenager. A simple visit to Windsor Castle always involved opening state boxes together to further his constitutional education. As he learned duty from his grandmother, his limited years with his famous and much-loved late mother left an indelible mark on the young royal, which has led him to build a unique royal persona of his own. In a way, he learned hardcore and soft skills from both sides of his parentage. Number 3. Learning humanity from people. From a young age, Prince William realized that the monarchy needs to be brought out of its outdated traditional methods, and that required greater interaction with the public. Despite a lot of opposition from his father, King Charles III, he took a 1-year sabbatical from his studies and went volunteering in Chile. He utilized that time working at a British dairy farm and visiting Belize and other countries in Africa. His experiences softened his heart to the struggles of the common man, and his interactions with the general public are reflective of that soft corner. He is the first of the royals to break tradition so spectacularly, which shows he has determination and purpose, which he is using for a higher cause. But even if the obscurity of an ordinary life attracted him, he knew he had to return to his duties. Number 4. Military training. A king is the sovereign protector of his people, and the monarch is the head of the armed forces. As such, Prince William has received rigorous military training in this role. He joined the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst before being commissioned as a British Army officer in December 2006. He then joined the Household Cavalry as a second lieutenant before getting attached to the Royal Air Force and the Royal Navy. He went on to join Sea Flight 22 Squadron at RAF Valley in Anglesey in September 2010 as a flight lieutenant. During 3 years as a search and rescue pilot, he conducted 156 operations, was operationally deployed to the Falkland Islands, and became an operational captain. Since leaving the field, he has taken a special interest in the problems of veterans. Number 5. A prince marries. Prince William married Princess Catherine, the Princess of Wales, in 2011. Even his choice of a life partner reflected his conscious awareness of his future role. Time has proven that his decision was wise, and his partner has performed her duties with aplomb. Number 6. Serving the people. But for this future king, being an officer was not enough. Prince William found that his heart lay in providing the best help to the people in dire need of it. After 7.5 years of full UK military service, he became an air ambulance pilot and worked with the East Anglian Air Ambulance for more than 2 years from March 2015. He found satisfaction in his much-loved role, but it had to end in 2017, as he had to return to his royal duties once again. Number 7. All about governance. He was to be king one day, and the late Queen Elizabeth II and King Charles III took it very seriously. What awaited Prince William back home was rigorous training in a 2-year royal apprenticeship devised by them, and he threw himself wholeheartedly into it. Prince William learned all about governance by spending time in different Whitehall departments. He also received private instruction from constitutional experts and briefings by privy councillors such as former Prime Minister Sir John Major. He took on more royal duties, including more charity work, and became a senior representative of the late Queen Elizabeth II. During this time, he gained critical knowledge of how the legislature, the legal system, and the offices of state help operate the country, knowledge essential to any future king. Number 8. Of land and estates. He insisted on learning the finer points of land management by studying the management of the Duchy of Cornwall, the landed trust that he later inherited from King Charles III. Not willing to be an absentee landlord, Prince William has gained hands-on knowledge of estate management since he will be the future owner of the Crown Estate, which includes a burgeoning portfolio of central London property and the seabed around England, Wales, and Northern Ireland, not to mention the Duchy of Lancaster, a private estate. This shows how keen he is to have in-depth knowledge of all the roles he will have to take up when he becomes king, which is where his next skill set comes in. Number 9. Learning multiple languages. Prince William is adept at speaking 7 different languages fluently: English, French, German, Welsh, Gaelic, Spanish, and Swahili, which he reportedly taught himself. This gives the future monarch an unprecedented edge over all others and facilitates communication, which helps him in all sorts of social settings. Number 10. The right body language. Perhaps what stands out in all of Prince William's interactions is how he carries himself. His body language is an amalgamation of confidence and thoughtfulness. He has created the perfect blend of a regal bearing tempered with humility, which the public always loves. He is the first royal to have taken on this unique style, which brings him across as a natural-born leader. Number 11. Attending state events. The royal couple have representing the crown in welcoming dignitaries, attending state dinners, state and ceremonial occasions. Prince William adopted multiple roles which have become full-time responsibilities since the coronation of King Charles III. This was a crucial part of training the royal couple in the carriage of their future responsibilities as the future king and queen. Number 12. Special interest in charity. Keenly interested in being a benevolent prince, Prince William has won the hearts of the public by holding patronage of over 30 charitable and military organizations, like the Tusk Trust, Centrepoint, The Passage, Wales Air Ambulance, and London's Air Ambulance Charity. He juggles multiple projects through the Royal Foundation, focusing on mental health, conservation, homelessness, and emergency workers. The Earthshot Prize, a £50 million initiative to project environmental solutions over the next decade, launched in 2020, is his brainchild, but the seeds for environmental concerns were sown in him by his father, King Charles III. Number 13. Dealing with the press. Lastly, being royal can be a double-edged sword, with privacy being the ultimate price. Prince William had a turbulent start to his dealings with the press after the tragic passing of his mother. But the days of restraints on the media are far behind him, as he has learned to give just enough to the press while not divulging too much. Prince William has learned the art of charming the press, all the while weighing his words carefully, a skill that will take him far as a man of the modern age and a people's prince. Which other skills do you think he has that will help him in the future? Share your thoughts with us, and don't forget to like and subscribe.